You've probably noticed that I really haven't been making any videos lately, and there's a reason for this. And truthfully, it was really hard for me just to even get back in this chair and even film this video. A lot of bad stuff just happened lately, you know. First, started off with the death of Jesus, who was like my best friend and my cameraman. Spent 15 years of my life right next to the guy. He passed away. Then another friend of ours already passed away. Then one of my cousins passed away. Then my cat died. Had to deal with neighbor's dog dying, my own pets being sick, and just the depression just completely overwhelmed me. It just completely did. I've been pretty much unfunctioning. I mean, I feel like it's been almost a half a month before I've even sat in front of this camera for a while, and the videos are piling up and there's work that needs to be done, and I'm worried if I'll be able to pay my rent or even make it this month, but that's just it. The depression has just wiped me out. I've tried everything. I mean, I've completely cleaned up totally. Stopped drinking, stopped smoking, stopped taking the pain pills, just everything. And they started me out on some pills called Wellbutrin. And at first I thought these pills were working. There were a few days where I was feeling okay. Well, you know what? I wasn't feeling like killing myself today. So, today must be an okay day. But then I got really sick. About the seventh or eighth day into taking those pills, I got deathly sick. Just throwing up both ends, just completely, literally had projectile vomit for 3 or 4 days. And during that time, it seemed to really throw my chemicals off even more than they were before. I suffer from something called chemical depression. So I'm sure there's probably other people out there who suffer from the same thing. And what that kind of means is it doesn't really even necessarily have to be a bad situation to make me feel depressed. My body's not producing epinephrine. It's a chemical that secretes into your body that allows for happiness, and my body just doesn't make it whatsoever. So that right there alone makes it hard for me to achieve happiness of any type. I know it sounds hard to believe, right? But it's true. All these videos where you see me smiling and stuff, that's me just putting forth this big effort for you guys. Cause I don't think really, people say misery loves company, but I don't really agree with that. I don't really feel like dragging, any of the people who know me out there, or the people who watch this channel, to drag them, down into depression, with me. I just thought I'd make this video to let you guys know that I will be coming back. I'm just healing from all my depression. It's just been too much lately. I'm just completely overloaded with it. It got to me. I've barely even been able to get out of my bed. It's been pretty bad. My depression got worse than it's ever got. Every day I'm thinking, well, today should just be the day that I just stop being here. And it sucks. If anybody out there knows what I'm talking about, if you felt depression, you felt like, the world would just be better off if you weren't in it, or you'd be better off just not being in the world anymore, then you know what I'm talking about. And it's a really, it's a really piss poor state to be in. It's really a bad place to be in. I've been trying to break out of it, but I haven't really had much success whatsoever. I just know that if I don't start working, since I've stopped working, I'm not going to be able to pay my rent, eat, or do anything anymore whatsoever. And I'll pretty much just disappear into the woodwork like many others have here, on YouTube. And I don't want to do that. But I feel that, sometimes I feel like that day is, fastly, coming like a freight train. I don't want that day to come, but when I'm suffering really bad depression and I can't really eat or, do anything, and it's really weird when you're depressed, you stay in bed, but you don't exactly really sleep. You kind of slumber, and there is a difference. Sleeping's like when you sleep, you dream, you hit the REM state, you get rest. What I do is pretty much roll around in bed, aching in misery, falling asleep for a few minutes at a time, and then waking up, and then feeling just completely, utterly unrested. This morning I woke up. For like 45 minutes I had energy. I was like, okay, today's going to be, a better day. 45 minutes went by, stomach started hurting, started throwing up, and then all of a sudden it was the same thing once again. Just feeling terrible, feeling like, nothing's worth getting up for. And it sucks to be this way. You know, we have video card launches right around the corner. I need to test my video cards and get that stuff going. It's been really hard for me. So truth of the matter is I'm falling behind really bad because of this depression, and I don't really see any grand cure for me. I just don't. I mean, I tried doing the pill thing and it just, I don't know. I think in the long run, it made it worse. I just do. For the 7 days that I was taking that Wellbutrin, I mean, I felt okay. It kind of, in a way, was making, I don't know if anybody else has ever taken this stuff, but in a way, it was kind of making me feel like I had taken some kind of speed or drinking like, a shit ton of coffee, because I was literally like just, it wasn't like, being on meth or anything. We were like gritting your teeth and going, and staying up for days, but you're still just like, kind of like a deer in the headlights, just like, and that's what it kind of felt for me for that week. I mean, even though I wasn't really depressed, I was just kind of like, and I sure the heck wasn't really able to get any work done. And then when I got sick, it just got worse. And it seemed like afterwards, not taking those pills and continuing taking those pills just really put me off into a slump. I feel like I'm starting to come out of it a little bit. I didn't spend my entire day-to-day crying, rolling around in bed. So, I mean, I guess that's really, really a start. But just the reason for this video is we'll let you guys know I'll be coming back. I'm doing my videos. I'll start working again here really soon. The depression hit me so hard. I just needed to take a break from everything. I haven't really even been talking to anybody. Not that anybody really talks to me anyways anymore since I moved here to Kentucky, but that's a whole nother ball of wax in itself, So that's that. I mean, sorry I'm not making videos. I want to make more videos. I love coming here and making stuff and reading your guys' comments and interacting with you guys. That's like a major part of my life. But right now, I'm just kind of resting my head, I guess is the way you can put it. I'm just resting my head and trying to, get mentally better. For the longest time, I'd say I had mental problems, but after going to the doctor and everything, I don't have any mental problems. I have emotional problems. And there's actually a big difference between mental and emotional problems. Mental problems mean you're crazy, you do crazy stuff. I don't do crazy stuff. I just sit around and wish sometimes I just wasn't here. So that's what's going on. I appreciate you guys as my audience. You guys have always been a great audience. I mean, there are the few occasional people out there who just love to come to the channel and say their negativity and spew their negativity. But honestly, I mean, are those people even more unhappy than me? Because I'll admit I suffer from bad depression, but I don't go to other people's channels and go online and search out ways to put people down or insult them. And I know there's some people out there who just come to the channel just to lay insults. It doesn't matter what I do. They're just coming to the channel to talk shit and try to put me down. That's what they do. Their comments are obvious. It's really obvious when a video posts for like 2 seconds and it's on something that nobody would even give a negative, and you got a negative, and all of a sudden a guy giving a nasty old comment. He's just coming there just to spread that negativity. So I've tried my best to just ignore those people as best I can, because honestly, their lives must be more miserable than even mine, although hard to believe sometimes, but they must be in an even worse miserable state than I am. And so I feel even sorry for them that they have to go and do that, because as miserable as I am, I definitely don't want to bring other people down to my miserable state. I don't want to drag other people down. I spend most of my time just by myself, with my pets, And Roxy Roo, she was my cat. She was the longest pet that I ever had in my life. She passed out and then died right after Jesus did. So I've had a lot of death lately to deal with, and it's been really hard for me. Just the loss for me has been devastating, and I don't know, I guess in a way I haven't really had to deal with a lot of death, so I'm lucky in that respect. But I wasn't also really prepared mentally to deal with that stuff either. So it's been really hard. So please forgive me for not making videos. I'll be back soon. I'm trying to get over this depression. If you're a person out there, you suffer with depression as well, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's a hole that's just really hard to crawl out of, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. So thank you very much for your patience. I appreciate and love you guys, and I'll be back probably within a day or two to start making normal videos again, because, well, we have launches coming up, and so I need to make those and get my shit together. So peace out. I'll see you guys back here on the channel, hopefully in a better state. So take care and God bless.